Okay, good morning, my dear students. So this is module 3 of research project or RP, no? Or should I say guide number 3. So in this guide, I will be retelling you or reminding you how you should write your paragraphs. So meron tayong tatawagin na principles of threes. Dapat daw there are three sentences na meron ng iyong bawat paragraph. Now, I know na this is not a writing course, diba? This is not a technical writing course. It's a research course. However, diba, the main way that you will communicate your research, the content of your research to other people is through writing. So therefore, I found or I concluded that it's important for me to remind you about this because some of you are still experiencing difficulties in terms of writing coherent and cohesive paragraphs. So I'm going to give you 5 tips on how you will or how you can better structure and write your paragraphs. This is from Masterclass. I'm getting these 5 tips from Masterclass. So the first one, yung first sentence na ng paragraph mo, dapat naglalaman ng topic sentence. So diba when we say topic sentence, ito yung central idea. This is the main idea na pag-uusapan at susuportahan ng mga succeeding paragraphs ng iyong succeeding sentences ng iyong paragraph. Okay? So, basahin natin itong opening sentence ng isang paragraph. Later on, makakita kayo ng mga susunod na sentences. Pero, let's focus on this one first. In a way, we seem to be escaping all the time through either books, movies, and sports, or simply the power of our minds. So, definitely, we can see sa main idea na yung pag-uusapan sa paragraph ay tungkol sa tendency ng mga tao na to escape or escapism sa kanilang real life. So maybe they're running away from problems or difficulties. But how do they do it? May nag-mention, diba? They mention book, movies, or sports. Or simply by the power of their minds. So it's giving you an idea that people have a tendency to escape all the time. So tip number 2, provide support via the middle sentence. So if the first sentence will introduce the main idea, dapat supportahan mo yun ng supportahan dito sa iyong second or sa iyong middle sentences. Okay? I say middle sentences kasi unlike the topic sentence na isa lang, middle sentences pwedeng madami, di ba? Pwedeng madami kang claims. Siguro 2 to 3. 2 to 3 supports dun sa iyong claim. So, di ba, we started with ang mga tao lagi yan nag-escape all the time. So how did the writer of this paragraph supported it? Sabi niya, one might even argue that escapism is a mantra of Western society. So focus here. So naghanap siya ng source. That's why this is a quotation. This is a word of someone else. Naghanap siya ng credible support dun sa ginawa niyang claim in the topic sentence. So sabi niya, actually yung escapism, mantra na siya. Ibig sabihin, paulit-ulit siyang ginagawa ng mga tao in the West, the Western society, mga Americans. So, first one should be the topic sentence, and then followed by the middle sentences, which should support the topic sentence. And number 3, the last sentence should make a conclusion. Or if you cannot make a conclusion, parang gawin mo siya as a transition or to line na magtatawid sa'yo on the next paragraph. Kasi diba, bawat paragraph naman dapat they are still connected, diba, in some way. So this is the first topic sentence, and then it was supported like this. And then finally, the conclusion of the paragraph is, escapism seems to be equally applicable in defining why some people like to play computer games. So definitely you can sense it here na, the writer is introducing computer games. Maybe the second paragraph or the third paragraph will talk about that. So it's actually functioning as a transition. So again, let's do a wrap up. In the first one, sinabi niya, ang mga tao mahilig yung tumakas, 'di ba? Para sa realidad ng buhay. Pwedeng through books, movies, or sports. So notice that he didn't mention about computer games because he will do that in the concluding sentence or in the last one. And then he supported that by quoting someone. Mantra of escapism is mantra of the Western society. So, and as a transition or as a conclusion, if you may, sabi niya, escapism ay pwede ding mag-apply or sa mga computer games or ginagamit din ng mga tao, ng mga players, specifically, computer games to escape. Okay, so that's how you should structure your paragraphs. Principles of threes. Let's have another example. So 1 through 3, you can see here the topic sentence, the supporting sentences or sentence in this case, and the concluding sentence. So let's take a read. On the first one, Jewel has argued that computer games creates a fictional world, an environment that encompasses limitations and affordances which a player must adhere to and use, respectively, in order to play the game. So dito sinasabi sa atin na ang computer games daw ay isang fictional world. So, world siya. So, like real life, it has its own rules, diba? Mechanics, game mechanics na dapat mong sundan para malaro mo yung game, diba? Or para mag-enjoy ka sa game. Dapat you play by the rules, diba? And also you found way to outsmart the rules. So second supporting sentence, it should add more to the topic sentence. So the topic sentence mentioned that computer games are fictional worlds. So dito pinaliwanag pa niya what he means by fictional world, or what is a fictional world. This world is fictional since it is a constructed world that in many cases is distinct from non-game environments like work or school. Fictional world siya kasi ito ay binuo, constructed reality. And dinagdag niya na ito talaga ay ibang-iba sa buhay mo sa trabaho o buhay mo sa eskwelahan. Okay, he made that comparison. And then he concluded this way: given the existence of fictional world, it is not surprising that some researchers apply the notion of escapism when explaining motivation for playing various types of computer games. So right now, he concluded, so di ba nagsimula siya, computer games is a fictional world, and then dinefine niya palalo yung fictional world. Ito ay constructed world na ibang-iba sa ating trabaho, or in summary, your real life. It's very different with your real life. And then nag-conclude siya na hindi kaya pala hindi ka bigla-bigla o hindi nakapagtataka na yung ibang researcher ay tinutukoy yung escapism bilang motivation ng mga players sa paglalaro, di ba? Kasi on the first paragraph, it was said that we all want to escape all the time, di ba? And then computer games can be used to do that. And then actually the second paragraph is telling you why, or it's further justifying bakit ginagamit ng iba yung computer games para makatakas in real life. Okay? So definitely you can see here that the first paragraph was more general and the second one was more specific, diba? Specific to computer games. So that's how your paragraph should also flow from general to specific. And then tip number 4. Alamin mo kung kailan ka magsisimula ng bagong paragraph. Principles of threes, main idea. Isang main idea lang sa bawat paragraph. Sa isang paragraph, mag-focus ka lang sa isang main idea na pagsisikapan mong mabigyan ng mga supporting details, mabigyan ng conclusion. After you're done with an idea, you move on to another one sa isa pang susunod na paragraph. Okay? You don't have to put everything in a single paragraph na sobrang na pag binasa siya o nakita siya ng reader, isa na siyang sobrang haba, isang bloke ng text na ang hirap basahin, di ba? Kailangan maglagay ka ng mga white spaces. Actually, when you do that, it's going to give me better reading experience. So remember, only one idea, main idea in a paragraph. Gumamit ka ng transition words. Transition words are signal words. Ibig sabihin, pwede ito magbigay ng clue sa mga readers na, this writer is already talking about the conclusion. This writer is adding details to the main idea. This writer is showing or doing a compare and contrast. So transition words such as also will tell the readers, ito pa, yung dapat mo malaman about the main idea. Transition words such as therefore, nagsasabi yun sa reader na, ito na yung conclusion ko. Therefore, this is a wrap-up. this is a summary. This is a mini summary, what you're going to read in this sentence. When the reader said, at the same time, so, or nevertheless, as compared to, diba? It's doing a compare and contrast. In contrary, nagpapakita siya ng opposite point of view or opposite thought doon sa una mong sinabi, una mong sinulat. So I'm sure you are already aware of these transition words. So gumamit ka ng mga ganoon, okay? So in this particular example, so you consider for, but, so ibig sabihin, ano to? This is an opposite thought what I'm going to read. So those are the 5 tips from Masterclass, and I think these are really helpful. Matutulungan ka nito not only in the subject but throughout your academic life when you're in college. If you follow these simple rules, these are simple rules, no, but we need to remind ourselves with these rules. I think it will be easier for you when you have writing assignments, okay? So please use this when you write your introduction, your review of literature, and your research methodology, okay? Good luck.